expectedness?
Yes.
Okay, so this is basically what we do. So expectedness is we have a we have a well documented events, like there is a document for each and every drug. It can be a clinical trial medicine or a post marketed medicine. There is a document where they list all the adverse event which was already experienced by the patients or the subject. If suppose you take it is a clinical trial drug and you're working for phase 3 clinical trial, already the medication would have passed phase 1. First it would have passed the non clinical trial, then in the human trial it would have passed phase 1 and phase 2. Okay, so whatever the adverse event the subject had experienced during the phase 1 and phase 2 trial would be listed in a document. Okay, so when you are working for phase 3 trial, you have to assess each and every adverse event whichever is reported to you against this list of events which is provided to you. It will be provided by your company. You don't have to Google. I just Googled and showed you just for you to have an idea how this uh, like package insert would look like. Okay, before starting the class. So when you're working for a company where you're working on any drug, it could be clinical trial or a post marketed drug, you are not supposed to Google and search for this reference document. It will be provided by you, by your company, or by the client, like pharmaceutical. They will have to provide it, and you have to assess your adverse event with reference to their document only. Okay, so this is a well documented evidence, and it is with pertaining to each and every drug. Okay, and so this document, well documented evidence, is called as reference safety information. This is an umbrella term for all these documents. Okay, so what is reference safety information? It is nothing but a document. um, it contains like adverse event whichever was had experienced already, like in the if it is a clinical trial, it was experienced by the subjects in previous trials, or if it is a post marketing, it will have the list of adverse events which was already experienced by the person, by the patients during clinical trial or during post marketing, like already before. Like now we are working for a drug which is on third or fourth year of post marketed, which is on the third or fourth year after post marketing. Then it will have the list of events, like um, whatever the patients had been experiencing in the first 3 years as well. So this well documented evidence or the reference is called as reference safety information. Okay, so, and based on this, if the preferred term is present, if the preferred term of your adverse event is present in this RSI, then we call that event as expected. If the preferred term of your adverse event, whichever you have coded in the RGS for a particular case, is not present in this reference safety information, then we call it as unexpected event. Okay, all these are important for reporting. Okay, just know the word. There is something called as expected and unexpected. Okay, and the previous class we discussed serious, non-serious, and in serious we had few categories. Okay, so all this we will put together in the next class when we do causality assessment, and then when we do reporting timeline, all these classes will be put together. Okay, so in this class just concentrate on expectedness, the words expected, unexpected. How do we assess? We assessed based on a well documented evidence, and that evidence is called as reference safety information. It is an umbrella term. Okay, I will tell you why it is called as umbrella term. So, in the clinical trial, the well documented adverse drug reactions in humans. Okay, we don't consider a non clinical trial, we'll consider only clinical trial. And in which section is adverse drug reaction section. Okay, so I told you this reference safety information is a umbrella term because the same reference safety information whichever is provided to you when the drug is in clinical trial should be termed as investigator's brochure. Okay, so similar